Just sharing that.
First
Okay.
is sharing it to everyone we know, do a watch party.
Hello to everybody. Hello,
Hola,
everyone.
Mexico.
Hola, México en español. Claro que sí. Hola, hola a todos los mexicanos por ahí. Y bueno, a todos los latinos. And hello, Stephen, Drew, Amir. I'm really happy to be here. I'm really thankful that you invited me to this interview because what I want to tell you is that long time ago, well, almost 11 years since Miss International. So imagine how many experiences and well, lots of things have happened in my life. I am a mom right now. Well, imagine. So I'm really thankful to be with you this night. Well, night in Mexico.
We now have like more than 100 viewers, so I think we can start now. Amir, take it away.
Okay, we can start now. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back again to another episode of Missosology's Beauty Talks. With me, by the way, I'm Amir from Missosology. With me is Missosology's correspondent, Drew Francisco, and Miss International Marketing Manager, Stephen Diaz.
Hi.
Okay. Hello. And also, I am very much proud to introduce to you our very lovely guest for today, which is the Miss International. Am I right saying it right? The beautiful Miss International from Mexico. Wait a minute, I'm still looking for it. Anagabriela Espinoza, right? I am saying it right.
Really. Very good, Amir.
For short.
Yes.
Perfect.
Because there's a different intonation of pronunciation in Mexico. So hola.
You did it really good. You can call me also Anagabriela, Anagabi. Both of them are correct. So thank you very much, Amir, for that great presentation. Fine. How are you?
I'm also
good. Yeah, it's been like more than a decade since we last saw you. So how has it been?
Well, it's been 11 years almost since that night, and I can tell you that life changes. It does. I've been doing lots of things. I've been working on TV. I'm a news anchor. I'm also working in a park, like a manager. So it's been, what can I tell you? I remember that night, and what I can tell you, and I've been telling lots of people, is that, well, I had the opportunity, before Miss International going to Miss World, but still being in Miss International was really special because for the first time in the beauty pageants that I've been living, that night was special because I was myself. I was being myself. I really wanted to enjoy the night. I wanted to meet as many girls I can meet so I can have friends all over the world. So I had the difference between one contest and the other was that I was really happy in some way and living the moment. I was really thinking that night was special, and not, I need to correct that. It was not only that night, but also the days before with the girls, getting to know them, all the beautiful places that I get to know in China. So my contest was in Chengdu. It was incredible. We went to the Panda Reserve and we did lots of activities that were really special. And what I love about Miss International is that it's really focused in cultural things. And the girls that we go there, we try to connect in a different way. It's a very different way as another pageants, because I had the opportunity to be in two of the three most important in the world. And I can tell you that Miss International, well, what can I tell you? It's my favorite.
So today we will be doing a lot of reminiscing of your days in the pageant. But first I wanted to ask, when you were a little girl growing up in Mexico, did it ever cross your mind that you will be a beauty queen?
No. Well, I believe you will be surprised because no. My story is not the typical one. It's not the one that many of the girls have. I I didn't watch beauty pageants when I was a little girl.
Oh, that's quite
Yeah, it's amazing. My
for a
story is really
Mexican, right?
different.
For a Mexican,
But yeah, I'm sorry.
you're not watching beauty pageant. That's quite
No, it
yeah.
was well. It's amazing. Yes, it's amazing. That's why I'm telling you my story might be different from other girls. But I want to tell you how did I introduce on the beauty pageants. When I was on high school, well, yes, I was 17 years old, prepa, yeah, high school, I believe so, yeah. And when I was there, the organizers of runway fundraising runway for they were fundraising for little kids that had problems, well, sickness in their skin. So there was a fundraising event, and they told me, well, would you like to participate? I never walked before in a runway. I never, well, I didn't know how to walk as a model. But they invited me to that event. And in that event, well, casually, there were the organizers, I'm sorry, of the beauty pageants from my state, Nuevo León.
Mhm.
So then they told me, well, you could be a queen. Would you like to? Would you like to participate? And I was like, oh, what's that? And then I realized that, yeah, I wanted to get to know more the beauty pageant. So I needed to wait 1 year because I was 17 years old, and you need to be 18 years old so you can participate. So then I wait 1 year. I did the casting. I was part of the 10 girls. I believe we were 10 girls in Nuevo León. Then they crowned me as Nuestra Belleza Nuevo León.
Mhm.
Then I went to the national, to Mexico, in Manzanillo. And in Manzanillo, I get to have the second place. So I got the opportunity to go to Miss World. And then I had also the opportunity when it finished Miss World, I went 2008. So then Lupita, the organizer of Nuestra Belleza in that moment, now called in a different way, she told me, hi, Anagabi. One day she called me, hey, I would like you to go to another beauty pageant. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay, tell me about that. And she was like, I believe that you should have won the crown in Miss World, and I believe you should go for a crown.
Mhm.
So she told me, would you like to go to Miss International? And she told me the pageant will be in China. Okay, let me pack. Let's go. No, I told her. Well, no. Really, it was not so fast. The decision. I told her, give me a couple of days to think about it, because well, I needed to really think about the decision. So some days passed, and I called her. I called back, and I told her, yes, I want to go. So from well, I didn't realize that that yes was going to bring me a great experience, and well, it was for me. I believe that things happen for some reason.
Mhm.
So when I get to China, when I went to China, I was really surprised with the organization, with the girls, and how I was telling you, it was very different as Miss World, because I was more relaxed. I was really relaxed. Not in a relaxed in a way that I was not going for the crown, because I wanted to work for the crown. I wanted to have it, yes. But I was really getting to know the other girls, really living the moment and getting to know China. It was something that I never been there before.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience. And
Yeah.
well, then I had the opportunity because the organization gave me 2-3 years almost of various trips to China, to Japan. So it was a really special connection with the organization. And well, I have some pictures I wanted to show you. Well, later I will bring some things to show you.
okay.
Of
By
course.
the way, what inspires you to join again, from Miss World to Miss International? What inspires you or motivates you?
From Miss World to Miss International.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe the first thing was going to travel again. I love traveling. That was one of the things that I love, but also because I think, well, I thought in that time that I was really prepared. I was really prepared, and that in Miss World, well, Miss World was not for me. So I believe that if Lupita was inviting me to another contest, it was a great opportunity to do things better or to do things more relaxed. So I believe that that made me went to China to Miss International.
I think that is something that Lupita learned as well when she sent Priscilla Perales to Miss International in 2007, 1 year after she joined Miss Universe.
Universe.
So in your case, you joined Miss World a year before, and then you joined Miss International in 2009, and you won a crown. So I think it's something that Lupita already started to feel that once you have a first-hand experience in a very big international pageant, then when you go to Miss International, you came more prepared. Is exactly what you said. Maybe there is this still hunger in you to do better after your previous experience.
I believe so. And well, Priscilla and I, we are from the same city, from Monterrey. So lots of coincidences with her, no? Yes, I believe so, Stephen. I believe that we are prepared, but I believe the key on the second participation is that you let it flow. I can tell you the word as it is, but you go more relaxed. You go like getting to know yourself. You are more prepared, but also you start to enjoy more. You enjoy more the experience. So maybe that's what the judges can see on us. They
Yeah.
can see that we are being ourselves. Because sometimes when we are so going through something, like you don't let the energy flow. So I believe that whenever we had the opportunity before in a contest and going to another, well, there's a self-confidence, there's preparation, and also what I'm telling you, you are like enjoying the moment.
Just to give a background to our viewers, because this happened more than a decade ago, right? The Miss International
Oh
2000.
my God, you're making me feel like I'm really, really old. Oh my God.
No, actually, you still look so fresh
You
and
look so fresh,
beautiful.
it seems like you can join again and still win it, Anagabi.
Well, if I tell you that like 30 minutes ago I was sleeping in the floor with my girl because she didn't want to sleep, my days are really tired. So well, no, I know. 11 years old almost.
Yeah,
So
a
I
long
I
time
know.
ago. But just to give an idea to all the viewers who are watching us right now, the 2009 Miss International Beauty Pageant, which was held in Chengdu, which was a year after it was held in Macau, it was held there primarily because of the great earthquake that happened in that region, which happened like 1 or 2 years before that. So it
Yes.
became like more of a charity activity. Fundraising activity. Of course, there's the business aspect to it, but it's more like trying to help build the morale of the people in China who were affected by the great earthquake that happened there. I forgot the exact term of the earthquake that happened, but yeah, that's the reason why it was held for 3 consecutive years, 2009, 10, and 11, wherein
Yeah.
Anagabi had the opportunity to be the host and the judge for the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
which was also an opportunity for the current owner, Akemi Shimomura, to take the ownership afterwards because she was there. She was also a judge in your pageant and the next
Of
3 years
course.
in Chengdu. So just to give the
Yes.
people an idea, the transition and the events that happened prior to that, because it's 10 years, 11 years before, that's how basically Miss International was happening. That's the reason why China, or Chengdu in particular, hosted the pageant for 3 consecutive years.
Yeah.
That's true. And well, what I did in Chengdu, how I was telling you before, nowadays a news anchor. So I talked with with Televisa in that moment, that television, and I told them I would like to bring Chengdu culture to Monterrey or to Mexico. So I achieved that a group of producers and cameramen came with me to Chengdu in those years. I believe it was 2010. I gave my crown. 2011, I believe so. 2011. This this team, this TV team came with me to Chengdu. So we did lots of, how can I tell, reportaje. I don't know how to tell.
And,
Well,
Reporting.
yeah.
TV recordings, documentaries.
Yeah, documentaries. Yeah. So people get to know Chengdu, the pandas and the way, well, the culture, the food. So it was really special. Chengdu for me, it's really, really special because I went 3 years. 3 years I went.
The reason that why they keep on inviting you back to Chengdu is because they really appreciate you as the winner in 2009. They really, really like you there. It's not common to keep on inviting a winner every year. You know, it doesn't happen in the pageants, you know?
I know. Yeah, I know. It was really special, really, really special what they did for me. And I was really proud to go and, well, to visit once again and to eat the same food that I love, the food there. So yeah, it was a special moment. 3 years I went, yes.
Now let's do some of the curious questions from Amir. Amir, do you have some more questions there?
Drew has the question.
Or Drew has the question, okay?
Yeah, before we talk more about your Miss International journey, I'm curious to know how was it competing in Miss World? Because it was a year. You had almost a year of preparation from Nuestra Belleza, Mexico, and then you went to South Africa for Miss World. So how was it competing there?
It was really special also. It was because both beauty pageants were special for me. I believe that, well, something that makes me really proud of my job was that I get to be in the 5 fast tracks. Well, in the sports one, my team was the winner. I was not the winner of the fast track, but my team was one of the finalists. The talent, I don't have a talent as a singer or as a dancing. I did like a robot style.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I get to be. I really didn't have a talent as like a voice, a really really good voice or something special. So I thought, what could I do? So I do a good robot dance. So I told to myself, well, if I need to in some way get to present a talent, well, I'm gonna present my robot dance. Well, I was finalist, and I was like, oh my god, like it's. I didn't win, but I was the final. Well,
you get points for that one. You still get some points, right?
Yeah. So it was the sports on the sports fast track. My team get to be the finalists. Then in the talent, my robot dance was finalist. Then in the beauty with a purpose, my project was finalist. Even in the night, that night, the beauty pageant night, they showed the video. And then the beach beauty, well, I won the beach beauty.
Yes.
And I am forgetting one of the fast tracks.
Top model.
Which is, and model. I was also in the 10 finalists. So, well, it was a really good contest for me. Lots of girls, Latinas girls, and from other continents, they told me, you look like you are gonna win because you are getting to the, you're getting to the fast tracks. And they believed that. They thought that I was going to win. I also thought, like any other girl, maybe any girl has the dream and the hope. We hope always, because if you are there, well, for what you are there. So yeah, we have the hope. And that night I was really in peace. I thought that I did everything throughout the month that we have in South Africa. Being in South Africa is something wonderful, really wonderful. It was special that it was held there. And I did lots of friends. I have friends from there also. And that year was Russia. Russia won. She's like a doll, a really nice girl. Like her face is doll. And I believe that the girl that won that night in every single beauty pageants, well, it was deserved. It was well deserved because of what you think about, because of her talent, because of her beauty, because it was God's desire, or because it's whatever it is. I believe that every girl has their opportunity. And well, Miss World was really special. I don't know, do you, Francisco, if you have any
Yeah.
particular question of Miss World? Maybe I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain the whole experience, but maybe
No,
you are
you
thinking about the dress, or because they
yeah,
always
I
tell
was
me, why did
actually
you use the dress? They
I
are.
was actually looking at your picture.
Yeah, I know. I know. And people always. I know that you guys that love the beauty pageants, many of the times you are thinking about the dress, like the dress make her won, or the dress make her lost, or
Yeah.
many of the times. But
No, but
I'm gonna
actually,
tell. Eh?
I really like your gown during
You
that
don't. You don't
night.
Very
need to
Miss
tell me
World
if you
gown.
like it because I'm here. There's no
No,
problem if you
no,
don't like.
No,
Well,
no, no.
did
I
you
am
get some
very honest.
criticisms?
I
I
am
want to know.
very honest.
Yeah,
I really
but
like
I
it that
know that
way.
I know lots of people suck. Well, in some of the forums, the beauty pageant forums.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's correct forums, or how do
Yes,
you call them?
yes.
Yeah.
Did you get
Pageant.
criticisms for that gown?
I'm sorry.
Did you get criticisms, or people did they criticize you for your gown?
The criticism was not on my dress.
Mm-hmm.
It was on my earrings.
Oh,
Yeah, dear
Oh,
It was
Francisco,
too
go,
big.
go,
really?
go, go. Make a zoom on the picture, and get to see the earrings, because the earrings they were
It
that
was too
big on my.
big. It was too big.
Yeah, yeah, I know, Drew, I know. Everybody knows. And they continuously ask me, why did you wear those earrings? As if the earrings make me lost or could make me won if I
if you
didn't
didn't
wear
wear
them.
it, yeah, okay.
But really, I believe, guys, really, I've been judged 2 times, both times. In Japan, I was a judge.
Mm-hmm.
In Peru, I was judge. In Mexico, I've been judge. I have experience as a judge. Well, also in Miss International. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can tell you that when you are judge, you are not, your attention doesn't go to the dress. Really, guys. People think that the dress is what makes you a queen, but not. What I realized that makes you a queen, or what is making you win a contest, is something that I can explain. In Spanish is el brillo. I don't know. I'm trying to making it easy for you guys to understand, but it's something more spiritual. Maybe it's something that makes you think that girl is special. That girl is really. I don't know if it's correctly in Espanol. In Spanish is viviendo el momento, living the moment.
Uh-huh.
Is it
Yes.
correct, living the moment, or how can you translate it in English?
Yeah,
Um,
is living within the moment. Yes.
yeah, that exactly. So I believe that that's what makes you win a contest. It's not the dress, it's not the
Mhm.
earrings. So whenever they tell me, because I got lots of criticism with my earrings, and yes, you're Francisco, you can do a zoom again to see.
I did too. I don't even remember those earrings, but
Yeah, I know, I know. Well,
It's this
now that
triangle shape.
yeah, I know, a shape, a triangle maybe. So whenever I see the picture, I feel comfortable with what I decided that night.
Mhm.
Maybe if I see it right now, well, that earrings, they are really different from the type of earrings that I'm wearing now. I know,
imagine if
but
you wear that earrings and your little girl will just pull it down,
of course, and these are the biggest ones that I'm using. Really, I just bring it because of, well, trying to make it something sees, no. But really, if I see the picture, maybe if you tell me what could you change of
Mm.
your hair or your makeup or your dress or your outfit, maybe yes, okay, I could change my earrings. Maybe, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, I will change them. And my hair, maybe the hair that I did, like something like this. You can zoom again the picture too.
uh,
Yeah.
Maybe maybe I should maybe I should have, well, making my hair come all along, maybe not taking it back. But really, guys, I'm 32 years now, and I really think that that doesn't make you win. Because in Miss
Yes.
International, I want to tell you something. The pink dress, maybe Drew will look the pink dress.
Pink dress, which is the one
The
that
pink
you
dress,
the
yeah, the pink dress was a dress that I didn't buy it. Well, it wasn't, yeah, I didn't buy it for the special night. I have that dress since Nuevo León, since my city. I it was a gift, a present. They gave it to me. So when I was packing for Miss International, I had some dresses that I've been wearing in Miss World. So I saw that pink one and I say, I like it. And it was really special for me because it was from a lady that helped me a lot in my first beauty pageant, Diana Caguas, that's her name. She was the designer, the swimsuit designer of the swimming suit, I'm sorry, of designer of Nuestra Belleza Nuevo León, my first beauty pageant. And in those days, she gave me that pink dress. And I didn't wear it. I had it there in my wardrobe. And when it was the time to go to travel to China, I thought, I believe that color. I like that color. It was really simple. My dress wasn't that different from
And at the
others.
same time,
So,
I think when you guys were announced as winner in Miss International a year later, when you competed in Miss International, all you were wearing the China dress.
of course. So imagine those girls that maybe did something really special and spectacular with their dresses, and they, well, I was crowned with a Chinese dress. It was
Yes.
it wasn't the pink dress. So what I'm telling you is that I really think that the dress doesn't make you; you make the dress. It's something I'm trying to translate it in Spanish. It's that way. I'm sorry,
It's true.
but it's. I believe that's the reason. Like the way you show on the wrong way, the way you show to the judge, to the people, smiling and being yourself. That is what makes you win. So no, I maybe okay the earrings, only the earrings.
Anagabriela, you are destined to be Miss International.
You're destined for us.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I believe so. I believe so. And I really love Miss International. When I get
Yeah.
to know the organization, well, getting to know China and then Japan, it was a shock to leave first China and then going and then traveling to Japan. And I believe so. Yeah, Amir, Drew, Stephen, something, life happens for a reason and moments happen for a reason. And Miss
Yes.
International was for me. And well, it was difficult. Well, well, Priscilla was in 2007.
Yeah.
So you know that sometimes we think, no, well, if Mexico, then Spain, well, Mexico couldn't be again. Like the organization or the judges will try for another country. So for me, it was really, I was really proud of what I did because it was not easy. Well, it was not as how you know when you give your own country, it was no
When you give
whenever
what?
you, yeah, well, it wasn't that case, but it was Mexico, Spain, and then Mexico. So it was not so easy, no? I
Sandwich
believe,
victory. You call it sandwich
yeah.
because
And
you
then, well,
to
what
one
can I tell you?
one country in the middle.
And then, well, yeah, it was my destiny. It was my destiny, Miss International, and lots of experiences came after Miss International.
And I have to say, I have to add another thing as well regarding that one, because in 2009, we know that you are such a very strong contender, but at the same time, as a pageant analyst during that time, I was also doubting that, are they going to crown Mexico again? It's too soon.
Of
That's
course,
that's the
that
honest
was my logic also.
analysis. So it was like, although you're wonderful, you're great, but there is also this feeling that they're not gonna let another Mexican win, you know. But
Yeah,
you know, Miss International is always a very fair pageant. Whoever wins,
Yes.
they don't
yeah.
they don't change it for political correctness or something.
That is what I love of Miss International.
Yeah.
They choose the girl they want
Yeah,
to choose. Like,
whoever gets the highest score in the judges' sheet wins. Like a year later, for example, Elizabeth Mosquera was also not the popular choice because
no,
they say that, you know, dark skinned girl will not win in China, blah blah blah. But the judges' sheet tells otherwise, and
of course.
it's always like that. People probably like misunderstands the Miss International Beauty Pageant a lot of times, but here you are. You can prove, you can tell the people that no, whoever
Of
gets invited
course.
for always wins.
And I experienced the beauty pageant in different ways. I experienced as a contestant, as a winner, as giving the crown, as being a judge, and as being as
Host.
well, yeah. So I can tell you, I think the same as you, Stefan. Is really, that's what I love of Miss International, that they let win the girl that deserves to win, or well, what they think or believe that needs to win.
No manipulation is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a curious question too, because you competed in China, and back then it wasn't much talked about because it was in China. So, can you give us a background of what happened during your year competing in Miss International in China?
Could you repeat the question? You're
Uh,
asking of what?
I
Yeah?
think I'm much clearer because of the signal or something.
Yeah,
In China, because when the pageant was held in China, the information was very few because number one, there's no Facebook in China.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really very hard to get information on what was going on in
Yeah.
2009. So Drew here
Yeah.
wants to ask, what exactly were you doing there all those 3 or 4 weeks that you spent in Chengdu, China?
That's true, Drew. I do remember that. It was really difficult to get to the internet. Now that you're telling me that, it was really difficult for us girls to get into touch or to get in touch with our families because the internet is not as well other countries, no? And what happened? You are curious about what happened?
yes.
What is the activities or yeah?
Yes.
Well, we had lots of activities. We went to us. Well, most of the activities were, as Stephen told, really focused on in the topic of the earthquake. So we visit lots of schools with where the kids had some type of um, maybe how can I tell you damages to their school or to their houses. So we had the opportunity to get to know places in Chengdu that were damaged by the earthquake. We got to know schools. We were in Beijing also. We first landed in Beijing and then we went to Chengdu. In Beijing we were some days. And what other things we did? We had some events with sponsors, with shoes sponsors. I remember the shoes sponsors. Yes, I don't know why, but I believe it was a great one of the most big sponsors because we went to several days to this place where they gave all the girls shoes. We were really happy because you can choose the shoes you want, no? So it was really special. So lots of activities similar maybe to the other, I don't know. Well, in Japan, when the contest is held in Japan, what do the girls do? Travel or what?
Travel in different groups. They do experience
Sponsors?
cultural stuff like tea ceremony, ikebana, flower arrangement,
Oh.
and eating a lot of Japanese food, basically.
Yeah. Well, that's really similar to what happened in China. We get to know some places to eat. What I told you, those places that were damaged by the earthquake. What other things we did? Lots of something really special was going to the panda reserve. That was one of the activities that all of us girls were waiting for. We went to lots of natural spaces, natural areas, and well, most of the activities were those.
Yeah, one thing that a lot of people do not know about Chengdu is that it is like the gateway to the panda world, and the pandas can only be bred in there. So whenever you see a panda growing, or when you see a panda in the zoo or somewhere, it means that panda is loaned by the Chengdu government to that zoo, and then eventually that panda will eventually go back to Chengdu. So a lot of people don't know that these panda are very endemic in that area, in that region in China. So, and you were there in the original.
No, yeah, I went several times, and it was really special. It was really, really special. Yes. Though
Okay.
for that reason, I told you it was well, part of the when they gave us our schedule and the activities we're going to have, because that's what I love of Miss International. They give us like what are we doing, like the activities in other beauty pageants. Well, in my times, 11 years. I don't know if nowadays they give the girls that kind of detail, but on 2009 I remember that they gave me the schedule and every single event, and that was really easy for me when I was packing from Mexico to China, because it made you realize what kind of outfit I'm going to wear when I'm going to the pandas, or what other outfit I'm going to wear when I'm going to the sponsors. So, well, for me, it was easy in that matter. And that was the kind of organization that I really love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same now. We send the schedule of the activities usually 2 or 3 months before. If there are any changes, we inform all the national directors right away. Lupita could attest to that.
I love Japanese organization. Really,
Okay.
really.
Okay, Anna.
Go, Mira.
Yes, Anna. How is it working with Miss International Organization? You just mentioned, okay. So how is it working with Miss International Organization?
Really nice, really, really nice. Well, we've been talking, Stephen and me, of Miss International, and
Before
I
we
can tell you that the organization is really human, is well organized. You feel safe. The chaperones, yeah, it's correct, chaperones, yeah.
chaperones.
Yeah.
You
The
have
chaperones, they are the best. They are the best. It makes you feel safe. The organization makes you feel like you are really, like they're taking care of you, and that's really nice. Well, that happens similar in Miss World, but I believe that Miss World is really huge. We were lots of girls,
100.
lots of girls.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many of us were, but
More than
it's really
100, I think.
100 in Miss World,
yeah,
or maybe
yeah,
close to 100.
yeah. And in Miss International, I believe we are, well, in my year there were 70, maybe
Nearly 70.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not that so low. I'm not
Okay.
lost. And what else can I tell you? Well, your question was going in that way, yeah. Of how
Yeah.
is the yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I believe the organization is human. It's really cultural, and in the other ways, they are really well organized, and that is really for us girls. They give us really a special moment for being safe, and they take care of us. So maybe that's what I'm going to tell you about Miss International. Well,
Yeah.
you can
Okay.
see in my eyes and in my smile.
Yes.
I want to. I really want to go again to a beauty pageant. I really want to go and. Well, there should be a special event of Miss International winners. It will be special.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are going to have our 60th edition, supposed to be this year. And I think you already know the story that we have canceled the event this year. We were
I
going to
know.
next year. So before the coronavirus thing, before the COVID thing happened, I was actually gathering and collecting all of the information of previous winners, because I think there was a plan to invite everyone.
I was on that list or not?
You were?
Or because I am now 11 years ago, I'm really old for
actually,
that.
it's from 1960s until the present time. We
Okay.
have all the list.
Oh, that's really nice. That's nice. That's for us. Well, whenever you win that night, is it in your mind. You have it for always. The light, the smell, everything comes for the. It's a memory that you can live it and live it again
Mhm.
once you
Okay.
remember it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You're gonna have
remember.
one more.
Wait, I just
Okay.
want to mention. I remember a conversation I had with Stephen like many years ago, and then I asked Stephen, who was the favorite title holder of Miss International, and I clearly remember he answered Anna Gabby.
Oh.
But for all the years, no, not for all the years. But one of the favorites, maybe. I'm not the only favorite.
Yeah, I think they do have their major favorites, but at the same time, I think it has something to do with the fact that you have worked with the organization several
Yes.
times, not just in 2009 to 10. You stayed until 11, yeah, until 2010, 2011 as well. And that's true. And maybe it's also timing, because as I said before we started the live, we were talking about this. As I said, like one of the organizers, I cannot mention the name in public because that would not be good. One of the organizers, or one of the main persons in the organization, said that the moment Anagabi arrived in China, he knew that she's already the winner.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was so
Those
funny.
type of those type of messages that come 11 years from
Later,
that moment, they make me feel special. I
yeah.
can tell you.
Japanese people are very shy people. I don't think they would mention it to you. They would not tell it to you in front, but they do talk about these things. You know, if you remember one Miss International who is really a major standout, who stood out the most, like the 2009 winner,
Oh,
Anagabi. And they
oh,
enjoy working with you because you are very professional.
oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I always try to work that way as a professional way. I think another girl that is really, really well loved for the organization is Alejandra. Alejandra is also
Alejandra
a
is
kind of
also
a
well loved.
special girl and professional. Maybe she's one of those like me that the organization also
Yep.
invited her for other beauty pageants.
That's true, because she is really close friends with the daughter of the current owner of Miss
Yeah.
International. I think they're almost the same age. So I think
Okay.
that's something to do with that one. And she's really very easy to work with.
Yeah, she's really nice. I traveled with her to Peru. I traveled with her to Japan. So she's a special girl. And she's also, I believe that what we have in common is that we are professionals.
Mm.
Both of us are really like when we get into something, we do it right. We do it the best we can. Not right, the best we can do it.
Yeah, yeah, you really do. Yeah, it's something that is very much appreciated in the Japanese culture. It's not something that you can do, but it's something that you show that you're really trying your best and you're doing your best to do something. That is
Oh.
very Japanese culture, actually.
Well, it's really nice. I can tell you, it's really nice listening to you to this, like getting to know. Well, I thought that I was special for them because well, they continuously ask me to go to the beauty pageants and to help them in some matter,
Mhm.
but I always thought it like because I believe that they love me, they think I'm special. But getting to know it from you, that you know better the organization, that you are there, and you're telling me that, what can I tell you? I feel really special.
Yeah, the effort and doing your best is much, much more appreciated here than natural talent. That's something that I can say about the Japanese culture.
Yes, that's true.
Go,
Okay.
Amir.
Yes, I just want to ask back when you joined during the time of your reign. I just want to ask what was the most unforgettable moment during your reign?
Oof, I got many of them.
Her
Oof.
reign seems to be extended until 2000, you know, because she kept on coming back. So
Yeah, because it's really difficult. I can tell you it's a very difficult question because how Stephen told you, I had 3 years.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's been
and
involved in the organization for 3 years.
yeah, I believe that what was really special is getting to know every single travel journey to get again with the organization because they they made me feel really special. But what can I tell you? It's a very difficult question, Amir, because lots of maybe
Okay,
the food.
during
I am a food lover, so maybe
okay.
the food in Japan. Well, maybe I can tell you which was the best. Because what I love in Chengdu was a hot pot. You know
Hot-
what's a hot pot? Yeah,
Yes.
no. Well, I love from China, from Chengdu. That was my favorite food. And from Japan, well, I love everything. I love every. Maybe the food, but that's a tricky question because I'm telling you, maybe is the traveling, like getting to know the places and people. Yeah,
Um,
maybe that. Because
Okay.
one special well, the most special moment was the night they crowned me. Maybe that's
Of
the most.
course.
But on my reign, maybe that the organization called me. Whenever I got an email from ICA, I was like, oh, they are gonna invite me again. Like, yay, I'm gonna travel again. I'm going to go to China again. I'm going to Japan again. Like, I was really, really, really happy whenever that happened. Whenever I saw the email from the organization, I thought that they were going to invite me again. So it was really nice.
Based on your stories, it seems like it was really a perfect reign, an extended reign for you. But if you could go back in time, is there something that you would change for the better during your Miss International
Maybe
reign?
for Miss International or for all my beauty pageants or
For all your beauty pageant journey?
okay, maybe um, I I believe that with time you get to know you better. So sometimes we do things because people tell us to do, or maybe they think you should wear that type of earrings or that type of dress, or you should speak this way, or you should smile. Like I don't like the way they think about queens of like always smiling, like you cannot like smiling or the hand wave. So I think that in time, in my beginnings, I thought that it was important what people told about me. You know, I was a 19-year-old girl. I was really, really young. So I believe at the beginning, if I could change something since the beginning, could be that, like, let go the comments, because as girls, when we start, we look in beauty pages, well, not beauty pages, the beauty forums, and sometimes there are messages that really harm us. Like, you look at her, her nose, her dress, her hair, her look at, and you read that comments and you believe them. And I believe that that doesn't make you a better person. And I would like nowadays to bring, well, this night, not nowadays, this night, I want to bring some words that Priscilla gave me some time ago. Whenever Lupita, well, when Lupita told me, Anagabi, you're going to Miss International, well, it was really obvious. I called Priscilla. Well, Lupita gave me the phone number of Priscilla. I called her and I told her, please tell me about Miss International. I've been in Miss World. What's different? Well, she hasn't been in Miss World. She was in Miss Universe, but still, I asked her, what can you tell about Miss International? What's special? Is there something I should prepare on? And I remember what she told me, and is basically what I'm telling you. She told me, Anagabi, you should pay attention to yourself. You should not be looking for what other girls are doing or how do they look. You should really pay attention for yourself, like trying to do the best for yourself, not trying to look what other girls have. And that advice was really, really special for me. And with time, I've been working on that. And I believe that if I could change something, Amir, maybe it would be that at the beginning we pay attention, we pay lots of attention to what people think about us. Not only think, say about us. And that doesn't make you grow. That doesn't make you pay attention for what you want. So maybe if I could change something, maybe I shouldn't read lots of things about myself in pictures or in forums, maybe. And because it happens also with the good things. You read, wow, she's spectacular, she's the best queen, she's the best one in the world. And that's not good also, thinking that you're the best in the world. That's not true. Like, so maybe that because you should really think about your development, your success as of what you are. So maybe it could be that.
Yeah, just a
Uh,
reminder to performers and to the pageant fans out there to really be careful with the words that they are choosing when criticizing beauty queens. Or if you have anything to say, make it very constructive. Something that is
Yeah,
useful.
I believe it's really it's okay because beauty is with the eyes of what the person sees. Maybe for one that girl is really beautiful and the other one is not. But how you are telling Stephen, do it in a better way. And I believe that 11 years ago, criticism was higher. Like nowadays, I believe that we are really trying to change our perspective about life, about beauty pageants.
Mm.
So, and the best thing that is happening in the world is that as queens, we are looking forward to be friends. And
Yeah.
that's really good because sometimes the criticism or making one girl thinking that she's more beautiful than the other, it's not constructive. It's not the best way a beauty pageant should work.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Many, many years ago, 10 years or 11 years ago, there were no strict rules yet about cyberbullying and cyber laws. But nowadays, I think we
yeah,
already have protections towards girls, pageant girls like you, or even normal people
of
against
course.
cyberbullying. And yeah, I think it's different.
I saw on media. Well, I saw in social media of Miss International things that go in that matter. Like every girl matters. Every girl has something special to share. I really love how everything in Instagram and Facebook
And you know who's in
in Miss
charge of that
International.
one.
I love the way you are taking that. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheer all women.
Yeah. And well, you remember Miss Universe, it was 3 years ago. They changed the way they did
Yes.
the beauty page. You remember it was 3 years ago or four?
I
I
think they
don't
started
remember.
2018, I think, when they had a speech, and then after the
Yeah.
speech, they cut down into top 10.
Yeah.
Prior to that, it's just the swimsuit first, and then the evening gown. Yeah, I think the pageant world is slowly changing.
Yeah. And it's good. It's good.
Mm.
Yeah.
it's actually evolving.
My next question is actually related to that. So, you won Miss International in 2009, and it's been so long, and we've seen a lot of changes in beauty pageants. Like back then, younger girls win pageants, and now they're more into their mid 20s or
Yeah,
late 20s
the
when they
more
win.
mature girls are winning
So,
right now.
what do you think were the good things that changed in pageantry ever since you won?
Lots of things. Yeah, I believe there are lots of things. They are humanizing the beauty pageants. That is really
Mhm.
nice. They are making it more real. Girls, I see in social media how girls are presenting themselves, how
Mm.
the organization are presenting themselves. They are not only showing pictures, but stories. And I really love that they share stories because we are stories. We are not only physical because anything could happen to our face. It's the truth. Whatever happens to our face, to whatever happens to our body, but what we have are stories. So I love that in the beauty pageants. I believe that how you said, Stephen, how you say, Stephen, is they are really working to humanize them, to make them more human, to make them more like really like a festival of girls
Mm.
getting to know countries, getting to know um, others. What other things I've been looking? Well, I think the swimming suit, it's also changing. Like it's not the body that is really skinny,
Mhm.
or like they are not looking forward for that. What else? Yeah, more integral in Spanish, maybe in English. What could that be?
That was integrity. What?
Yeah, well, no, it's more like thinking in the human as all the things, like the physical, like the
Wholesome,
emotional.
the wholesome
Yeah,
thing. Yeah. The,
yeah,
and of course, even if the younger generations probably only know more about the present quality of or level of beauty pageants, but they also have to acknowledge and recognize the fact that without your generation and the generation previous to that, there will be no beauty pageant that is right now.
Yes.
So this is actually like an evolving thing. It evolved for the
Of
better
course.
because of everyone who actually got involved with the 1950s to the 60s, and then eventually to this century. Things happened and improved and got better. And thanks also to your time and to the time before that.
Yeah, we construct. We are. It's in construction.
Yeah.
Constant construction.
If
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the past years maybe they were recognizing or crowning younger girls, nowadays they're more into the mature ones, but that
Yeah.
it's probably a phase. Maybe it will change again, but
Mm.
We don't know.
yeah,
We
that
we don't know.
we don't know, we really don't
Yeah.
know.
And I
But
have something to add.
yes,
Yeah, I
of
have
course.
something to add. During your time, most pageant fans are in forums, but now they're now in social media.
Social media.
Yeah, I was going to tell you about that.
Yeah.
That on my days, I really feel old when I'm telling you. In my days, in my 2009, and no, that's true. I we were we weren't. Well, yeah, there was Twitter. Maybe Twitter. What year
I
was
think
Yeah,
Twitter?
Twitter and Facebook
Facebook
already
and
have in
Facebook,
2009.
yeah, no
Yeah.
Instagram yet, I'm pretty
No
sure.
Instagram. And well, you told something really is true, that I didn't have the opportunity in China, like to really give pictures. It was really difficult for you guys to get pictures from us.
Very
Yes.
difficult, you have no idea. It was.
Yeah, it was difficult. And I believe, I don't know if it's good or not, having those times social media. I don't know how the girls are working with the social media, but I believe it's a gift for all of you that love beauty pageants, because you get to know them better. And that's a good thing, that you don't see only pictures or some special events or the event, the beauty pageant night. So I believe that I would like to have social media on my times.
Mhm.
It was, yeah, it would be good.
Okay,
But
I
there's
have
a
a
lot of
question.
criticism also, and
Yeah.
cyberbullying nowadays.
Okay, I have a
Yeah.
question for you, Anna Gabi. How was the reception in Mexico when you go back home to Mexico during the time you won the title?
It was special. It was not so big, really, but it was special. It was unique. I came from the airport. In the airport, well, my parents were there. Lupita, some of the organizers, yes, of Nuestra Belleza. I had a cocktail. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, a cocktail. It was like a dinner, and we had. It was nice. It was special. Uh, some media went to have some interviews. The next day, I went to one of the news program, really important in Mexico, and I get to know, or well, I went to almost like 3 or 4 TV shows, and what else? It was nice. And then when I came to Nuevo León, the ones that saw me on that, remember I told you about the
Yes.
the fundraising event, Oscar, Leo, those were my first. Well, they saw me, really. They came, like, they gave me the opportunity, to go to the beauty pageants. I arrived to Nuevo León, and they were waiting for me with mariachi. So it was really special. It
What
was
was the
really
name again
special.
of the person? What was the name? Oscar?
Oscar y Leo, yeah. Oscar is the
Oscar and
organizer.
Leo. Hi, Oscar
Yeah.
and Leo, if you're still there.
Well, I'm telling both people, the two persons, Oscar, Leo.
Yeah, Oscar
And
and
well,
Leo.
but the organizer was Oscar, and it was really special, because I arrived, and whenever I went out of the doors, mariachi for me, So, put the crown in the so it was really nice.
Yeah,
It was
And
really nice.
I
appreciating
think it
those
was,
people. Appreciating those people who are actually like from the provinces or from the
yes.
countryside who have been helping, because in the Philippines as well, right? Because without
Yeah,
those people from the
they were the
countryside,
first ones.
yeah, I know, like we really shout out to them, from the grassroots level.
Yeah, that's true. And what I get to know, or well, what I love about beauty pageants, was my family. My family, they are my fans. They are my fans. My father, my mother, my sister, my brother, my friends. They were, well, they wore t-shirts with my picture on. So what can you tell about that? They are my greatest fans and I love them. And it's not easy for them. It's not easy for our parents when we are in beauty pageants because, well, I was really a young girl. I was 19 years old
Mhm.
whenever I get to go to Mexico City, all by myself. Well, by myself, by the Nuestra Belleza and Lupita. But well, it's difficult now that I'm a mom. I think Sarah is my baby. Sarah has 2 years old.
Hi,
I believe,
Sarah.
well, and I believe that 19 years old, I'm a baby. I was a baby.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
so
imagine
so
17 years from now, Sarah could be that girl as well, right?
my God. No, no, no. It's, yeah, it's, wow. My parents are my biggest fans, and they were there, always there with me in every single step in the beauty pageants.
Did they
The
go
only
to
the
Chengdu
only
to watch
time,
you? I really,
no,
sorry.
no, they
Okay.
weren't. They went to South Africa. They made their really greatest effort to be in South Africa. So in China they couldn't
Uh-huh.
because they have 1 year ago traveled and
And
they
a lot of
stayed
money
long
already for that.
time. Yeah, but I wanted to tell you something about that because when I won in Miss International, they crowned me, and when I finally, well, every girl went to their places, so I ran to my room. Yeah, the organizers where is Anagabi? I went to my room because the place where the beauty pageant was held was, you cross a street. Well, it wasn't a street even. It was really part of the hotel where we were
Mhm.
staying. It was like
Okay.
a stadium. Well, it's not a stadium, but it's a tennis stadium. Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It was tennis.
So it was really nearby by the hotel. So
Uh-huh.
whenever the beauty pageant finished and I was crowned, I don't know how I did it, but I ran. Yeah, I ran to my room. I went to the space where we all girls get dressed, and I went for my key, my hotel room key. I ran to the hotel. People were saying, "What's happening with her? Like she's the queen and she's running." And then I went to my room. The first thing I did was open my laptop. I Skype with my family.
Okay.
I don't know why, but
Oh.
yeah. And so I was wearing the crown. You know, Stephen, it's really, well, the crown from Miss International is really special because it goes from girl to girl. It's the same crown, yes or no? Yeah,
Your
yes.
crown, it stopped
It
until
changed.
2015, but it's still the same
Oh,
Mikimoto style. The design just changed.
okay, okay. Well, what they told me, well, it's really special, a crown. Like you can keep it.
Yeah.
You can keep it. The organization has it. So imagine that I was running with the crown that is really, well, for the Japan, Stephen, that the crown for Japanese organization people is like, oh my God, like take it care, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
take care of it. So I was running. I went to my room. I opened the laptop. I Skype with my family, like, hello. And they
Oh.
were, what? Yeah, I'm here. No, no, no. It was no, no, no. And it was a moment, a single, like 5 minutes, because I needed to go downstairs and I needed to um, I needed to dress with another dress, of course,
because you
and
were still
go to the
kind of dressed. Yeah.
cocktail. Yeah, and yeah, I needed to change because I had that China dress, so I put one a gold dress, and well, I was just saying that. Look what I have here.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Wow.
Drew, you wanted to ask that question. I
I
remember.
was about to ask that. If you kept
Why?
if you kept the trophy because for the pageant fans it was very iconic.
Yes, I know that. I believe two girls after me had it, and then they don't have it.
Yeah, it's
Nowadays, they don't have it.
sponsored because it is a sponsor with the previous organization. There is a sponsor for that trophy, and I think it stopped in 2011 or 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, I was part of them. I was part of it.
Yeah.
I
So,
have it here, yes. And I
I was
have
so happy to see it.
oh, I would
live.
like to share, maybe just give me 1 second. I would like to show you more things. Or would
Okay.
you don't like to
No,
see
it's
the
okay.
things?
It's
Maybe
okay.
crown, right? Are you going to show the
Yeah. Just give me a minute.
okay.
Okay.
I will pause my video.
Okay, we will just discuss. Okay, guys, so what do you think of Anagabi so far while we are waiting for her?
Hi to everyone who's watching right now live here in Missosology. So
Yeah.
thank you for watching, guys.
I now understand why she's one of the favorites of Miss International.
She's
She's
really
so
very
lovely.
hard. She's very
She's
hardworking.
very professional.
Yeah.
The way I see her,
And
she's very
one
humble.
thing I noticed, she's holding a pen while we're interviewing her. So she's also taking notes.
Maybe, I don't know.
So
No,
I think
I
that's,
see it. I see
for me,
it.
that's a sign of
Professionalism.
professionalism.
And
She's holding a pen.
she's a radio broadcaster as well. So I think
Yeah.
she's really very into taking down notes and making sure that she's saying the right words or
Hmm.
reminding herself if she has already said this thing that she really wanted to say, or
Yes.
like a very radio broadcaster kind of
Yeah.
attitude, you know?
While we're waiting for Anna Gabi, I just want to shout out to some of the viewers. Hi, Michelle Ann Constantino.
Hi,
And
Michelle.
also hello to
Hi,
Benj
Guys,
Gio.
I'm
Hilaire.
not
Hi,
taking
Gio.
notes. I'm not taking
And
notes.
she's not
That's
taking
not
notes.
true. I'm not. Maybe you, well, no, look, I don't have notes here. My dress. Well, I was going to show you one of the things, like,
Yes.
Oh, the plaque.
That we
yeah.
have, yes.
And then, well, I love this picture. It's my,
Wow.
it's my favorite one. It was in the party when, look, I love it.
I haven't seen that photo actually. I have the
No?
data of the photos of 2009, but I haven't seen that one so far.
Well, I love it. It's one of my favorites one. Because the crown is, well, like, it's really in the place. Because it's really difficult. Like, Miss International crown is like, oh, and the ribbon, and yeah. And then, of course, my crown.
There. Yeah, we don't have that one anymore. It stopped in 2013, I think.
Oh, and then what are they giving to the girls?
No more. There's no more of that. Yeah, you were like one of the last girls to have it.
They don't have crowns?
No, they don't have.
So they don't keep anything because the crown goes from head to head?
Yeah, it goes from head to head. Yeah, because that is a sponsored crown, and then that sponsor stopped in 2013. So we don't have.
This crown, I can tell you, every single person tell me, but how do you put it in your hair? And I'm like, okay, it has like this kind of, I want to show it because lots of people always ask, like, how do you put it on your hair? Like, it seems like it's really difficult. So, and what else do I have?
Well, yes, and Diaz
are,
still had that one, right? Do you remember true? I think 2013 was
Yeah, 2013 was
the last girl.
Oh, that's really sad because I believe it's really nice. They are really nice. So what happens? Well, with the girls, the second runner-up, third runner-up, they don't give them, no?
They don't anymore. I think the last time that we had it was in 2013.
2015. 2015. The runners-up have that one.
They have it, but they were not able to keep it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just they just put it there and then no.
And I will show you.
The runners-up.
These were in that night.
Oh.
I was the number 39.
39.
And I want to tell you something about that because when they announced that, it was really difficult for me to listen to the anchor. Well, the host, because it was in Chinese, and they weren't telling the name of. They didn't tell Mexico. Like, and Miss International is 39, and I didn't listen. 39. So my friend Vicky from the Dominican Republic, she was, you can see the video once again, but she was like jumping And she was like, Anagabi, it's you. And I was like, ah, like it's me. Really, guys, I didn't listen. I didn't like, I was expecting like the host tells Mexico. So 39. And I was like, and still my until my friend tell me, hey, it's you. You can see the video once again and you will get to know that thing that I didn't realize until my friend told me, you are the winner. Like, yeah. And she was one of my best friends in the beauty pageant, Vicky. And well, my
Yeah, you get to keep that one.
yeah, I have two.
Wow.
They gave us two. I don't know if that still these nowadays girls have two.
There is always a reserve. So I think during your time they did have a reserve, but just gave all the way to you because you're the only one who has the right to wear it anyway. So that's why you have to.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive, because it's stitched.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know how to clean it. Like I'm really no, really. I'm like I don't want to make something that makes it like arruinar.
Maybe the dry cleaning company could actually clean it. Just tell them it's made of polyester and silk, so they know how to clean that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
I love it. I love.
Oh,
You should
nice
make a
to see those
museum.
things.
You should make a museum.
Yeah, I should. I should. Yeah.
In
Here, my house.
Yeah. And I have to say, we've interviewed a lot recently. You're the first one to show the memorabilias.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Wow.
And I'm very
nice to
happy,
see it
but I'm
again.
very happy to see the trophy.
Well, once again, Drew,
Really
for you,
about that.
only for you. Soon. Yeah, I love it. It's really nice.
Thank you
Because
very much, International.
whenever they mention your name, always remember you with your picture, with the pink dress, and then you're holding the trophy and the plaque.
Oh.
So that's the photo of you that I always remember.
Because we didn't have some photo of the coronation night. I remember, when it was held in Chengdu, China, photos were very rare and very difficult. So
yeah,
we
it
only
was really
rely
difficult.
about the post-pageant photos, the photos that came afterwards. So those were like the ones that you got from the studio and the ones where you're holding the trophy. So those were the available ones that we have.
Yeah, those are the ones in Japan. Yeah, the one that you show for this event, well, for this interview, they were, with a special photographer, everything in Japan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to mention there's a comment on our live feed now from
Yeah.
Benj, and he said, this is one of the best interviews so far. Anagabi is very warm, and she shows us many things. That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for watching this interview. Thank you for your comments. I'm looking forward to end this and go to the Facebook and see the comments.
See how it looks.
Or maybe there are.
Okay, I have
And
a question.
I just have to mention though. I think during your year, it was the golden years of Mexico because 2 years before you won, Priscilla won Miss International, and then you won in 2009, and then a year after, Mexico won Miss Universe.
Miss Universe.
Yes.
So I think that was the golden years of Mexico. And
Yeah,
how does it feel to be part of that legacy?
really nice. Elisa Nájera, she was my roomie. She went to Miss Universe, and she did also best. She had a really good place in Miss Universe, and she also had that year. Miss Universe had the bikini contest, I believe so. Well, and she got that prize. So we were really happy, both of us, that I got in Miss World in that time. I got the Beach Beauty, and she got also to won the best body. So we were like, oh well, both of us had the same prize, no?
Yeah. And in 2009, Mexico also almost won Miss World with Perla.
Yes.
So
yeah. Well, Perla is beautiful. That girl is beautiful, and I love her also. She's the sweetest person. She's really nice. She's unique.
It's
Yeah,
really
that's true.
amazing.
She
Those
was
stories about
first
Mexico.
runner-up. She was first
Yeah,
runner-up
first
in Miss
runner up.
World.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be the first Miss World. Really, from Mexico. I
Mhm.
really thought that she was going to be the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But finally, Mexico won in last year,
yeah,
2018.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Vanessa.
Now,
yeah.
now I think Mexico is slowly coming back because last year they were
Yes.
first runner up as well in Miss International
Universe.
and runner up
Well,
in
well, Miss International,
Andrea.
Andrea was.
I know, yeah. And then you won Miss World just a couple of years ago. So I think you are now back again. I think the year 2000, I think the year that ends with 8 and 9 are like really,
The
really
lucky
bad year
years.
for Mexico.
That's true. I never realized that. Well, for that, well, you are an analyst. Yes, of course. Who I'm talking about? Who I'm
So
talking
for
about?
us, came
Yeah,
came out of the of
I think so. And in Miss International, I hope another Mexican wins the crown.
yeah,
I
that's the same
hope.
thing that Andrea told me when I had her interview last Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes.
And they were also talking about, okay, why not bring the Miss International Beauty Pageant to Mexico? Because Andrea kept on telling us, bring it to Cancun, because I think she has like a very strong connection with Cancun.
Mhm.
So yeah, who knows?
It
Maybe
would be nice.
oh,
But
yeah.
still, Miss International is well, most of the time it's in Japan, no? It's
Yeah,
the way,
we are open. We are
yeah,
very open to have it hosted somewhere else. Lupita is also aware of that one. So if you could help, yeah,
it would
find
be nice.
how to bring it to Mexican soil. You know, come on, you have two winners already. So
Yeah, of course.
legacy, you know.
Yes. Yes, it would be
Yes.
really nice. I'll be there. If it's in,
Uh,
I'll be there. I
Sure,
sure will be
sure
there
you'll
if
be
it
there.
comes to Mexico. Of course. Yes.
yes, I think Amir has another question.
No, I'm just wondering because Mexico is known for such. I mean, Mexico is a pageant powerhouse, of course. So I'm just
Yeah.
wondering is what is more difficult for you, joining national pageant or joining international pageant?
Maybe the national because there's lots of competition. Maybe or well, oh, it's a difficult question. Mm, yeah, maybe the national. But yes, how you're telling Mexico is one of the as Venezuela. Well, Venezuela is always gonna be like for history the beauty, the one that well, yeah. And Venezuela is always part of it. Like it's always part of that the top 15, no? Well, or not. Stephen, tell me please numbers.
Yeah, they are usually part of the top 15, or if not, if they are not there, it's just simply because they are not into it. It's like,
Hmm.
but even the
Yes.
Venezuelans themselves, the Venezuelans, the Filipino beauty queens as well could testify that the national pageant is more difficult because it's more
Yes.
competitive. When you go to the international pageant, everything is fresh and raw, and you're more excited with the fact that you're going to gain some friends from different countries. So that's why I think the load is lesser, but
Yes.
the pressure is there to win. But when in the national pageant,
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah, but yes, we have pressure, Amir. There's a pressure because it's Mexico and we've been doing things right. Yeah, we're doing things right. So it's a kind of pressure. Yes, maybe.
So now, since you won the title, I mean, it's been a decade since you won the title. Okay, how was Miss International changed your life?
Oof, lots. It changed in the way that I love that Miss International gets you to invite in your rank like in some months, but they give you the freedom to still work on what you like or go to your country. So in that year, what I loved was that I could continue my career and my study career and also to work on TV. So I've been working on TV since 2009. Yeah, 2009. Whenever I finished my beauty pageants and I came back to my hometown, I started to be a news anchor. So I believe that Miss International gave me lots of things. One of those were lots of security with myself, self-confidence to do things like if I already want something, I can do whatever I want. I can go for it. I can fly with my dreams. So I believe that was one of the things. And well, the constantly travels to Japan and China in the 3-4 years that they asked me was really nice.
Nice to know.
Always the same answer that we have for every Miss
Yes.
International winner. You know, it's the opportunity to be able to grow on your own pace in your own country, because they are not required to live and stay for a year in Japan or in the headquarters. So they can
Yes.
actually just go back home, continue their studies, or do whatever they want. And I think it's the same thing that Kylie also said. And last night with Kevin, Liliana, and also the previous Miss International winners that we have interviewed so far. So that's a
Wow.
big difference that Miss International, that we from Miss International could actually say. We let our queens grow at their own pace, at their own level.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
And now, my next question is, Amir asked how Miss International changed your life. But my question is, how has motherhood changed your life?
Oh, I love this question. Oh my God. Being a mom is a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster because some days are really good, some days are not so good. It's it it's bringing me to a part in my life that makes me more human. More, I realize we are not perfect. We can't be perfect, and that we need to in Spanish is priorizar. How could I tell it in English?
Prioritize.
Prioritize. Yeah. Um, it's difficult. I can tell you, motherhood is something really beautiful since you have the opportunity to be pregnant and to have the girl, the boy in your life, but it's also challenge you constantly because nowadays I work, I'm a mom, so it's difficult. It's to have a balance in life. It's not easy, and that's what motherhood been challenging me. Like you should really pay attention to family. You should pay attention to that little person that will grow and that you have the opportunity to tell her, in my case with Sarah, that she should be herself, that she should love life. So I can tell you in one word, it's a roller coaster. Yeah, it's that, because some days I'm really happy of being mom, and there are some other days that I want uh, uh, I want to sleep, maybe because you don't sleep as well as
You just
before.
want time for yourself.
Yeah, that is like I want time for myself, to have a bath, a warm bath, or to have a I don't know, wine. I don't know, a time a time for yourself. But still, that makes you a better person
Yeah.
because you pay attention to what really matters in life.
Makes me appreciate my mom as well right now, because she's
Oh.
mom for 6 kids. Imagine that.
What? Imagine I have one and I feel like I'm really tired. My days are like my days are really, really, really tired.
Yeah,
I
but
can't believe what's
you're
happening to
balancing
your
career
mom.
and
6.
motherhood. You are balancing career and motherhood, so pretty very tough. My mom was a plain housewife and a mom, so
That's also difficult. It's
yeah.
difficult because I had the opportunity when Sarah was a baby. I had the opportunity to be home, being home, and then when she was like 10 months old, 10 months old, I had the opportunity to work.
Mhm.
And still, I remember those days when I was like entirely in home with her. It's really difficult because you don't have time for yourself.
That's true. Yeah.
When you go to work, well, maybe you are working, you are not having like spa time, or you're not having like a movie time or whatever, but you are having you can walk by yourself. You can, there's not something attached to to you, because Sarah is always trying me to hug and to be with me. And it's really beautiful, but in some way you want your space. You want like, let me have my 10 minutes space alone.
Mm.
So yes, and well, please say hi to your mom, because what with her six are
6.
lots of them. No, how? Please, she should give us girls, moms advice. And you were, and what ages? What ages? Like,
I'm the eldest. I'm the eldest, and then 4 year gap to the next one, and then another 4 years to the next one. But after that, it's like every year.
oh
And
my
then
God,
the last one, 10
wow!
years. Yeah.
But what a wonderful opportunity to have a big family. That's
Yeah, that's
awesome.
true. My mom is a big pageant fan, so she was the one who
Oh,
actually influenced me and brought me into the pageant world because we were watching Miss USA, Miss Universe, and Miss Teen USA back in the old days on TV. Yeah,
oh,
I remember watching Lupita Jones when she won in 1991.
wow,
Yeah,
wow,
on TV.
wow, wow. Well, a big hug, your mom.
And now I want to ask, what if one day Sarah tells you that she wants to join pageants?
Oh my God.
Will you let her? And two, what advice would you give her?
Yes, I will let her. Of course. I couldn't say to my girl, you shouldn't, because I live things really awesome. Uh, my husband, maybe my husband, if he was in this interview, he would tell no.
Oh. but
Yeah,
but but I think he will be the first one who is going to make a banner or something
of
when the
course.
daughter wins.
Of
The
course.
most proud dad in the world.
Well, that exactly happened with my father. My father was the one, my fan. Like, before, he was always trying me to tell, "Are you sure you want to go to beauty pageants?" Yes, yes, yes. So my advice to Sarah would be, um, the one that I've been telling you this night. I've
Mhm.
been repeating it like once and again, that she should be herself, that she that she doesn't pay attention to other comments, that she should believe in herself, and that she should not compete with other girls. It's really important. That, well, for me, that was the key in Miss International. Really, guys, I'm telling you the truth. I wasn't competing. I was being myself. And I believe that was what make that aura, or how do I am, yeah,
Yeah.
that special thing that make me one. Um, yes, I will tell her that.
Yeah, wisdom that is still very applicable even up to this day. It's same thing over and over. Just being yourself. Don't compete against another girl. Know
Yeah,
yourself. Yeah,
and get to know a lot of girls, because then if you want to go and travel the world, you can stay in their houses
yes, yeah.
and you
You have
can go and travel.
60 or 70 sisters, new sisters that you can visit.
Yes, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah, and now I want to give the floor to Stephen for his usual question.
My usual question, but probably you are already pretty sure about this because you're already a mom, you are a wonderful wife, and you have a wonderful family. But still, I want to know, how do you see yourself in 3 or 5 years?
I like this question. I would like, well, in my familiar aspect, I would like to have two more kids. Not as your mother, six, no, but
Six.
three. Maybe three. Well, maximum four, but
Mhm.
maybe three. Three is my number. That in that topic. But I would like to see myself working,
Mhm.
also working, being um, in some association that works for women. Um, I would like to, what else? Yeah, uh, trying. I believe that in 3 4 years, I would like to have more balance, because, or trying to search for that balance between being a mom and working and being a wife and a household and everything that makes a girl every day. And I hope I'm happy. That's I believe that's the most important thing, happy. And nowadays, I believe I should have started with that, healthy. I I I really want to be healthy, happy, and with two more kids, three maybe, and working.
Wow.
I'm working. I want to still work. Anagabi needs to work. I'm really vibrant. I need to be doing something else. I like to make something for the world, something different. I don't like to stay in my house and doing nothing.
Okay. Okay. Before I move to my question, I just want to say hi to Derek Sean Lim and also to Sir Carlo for watching right now. But my question would be, aside from becoming Miss International 2009, how do you want people to remember you?
Um, as unique, as a warm person, as a person like shows herself as she is, and I believe those things, those two things, uniqueness and as a warm person, human, like not perfect, like she's not a perfect. No, I'm not perfect.
It reminds me again of so many beauty queens. Yeah, you're not perfect, but you are beautifully imperfect. You know.
And there's a last question from Bong Tan again, because we're talking about beauty talks. So
Uh-huh.
Bong would like to know about your beauty secrets, because even up to now, you still look,
You are
you
so
know,
beautiful,
young.
Gabby. You know, that's what I told you before we started. I told you, you know, you can still compete Miss International and still wipe the stage, you know?
So what
You're
is your
being good with
beauty
me. You're being good.
secrets?
Well, my beauty secrets. Oh, what should I tell you? With my hair, whenever I do my everything like the curly style, I always get my head down and I put some spray and do like this, and I have some volume type of hair. Because lots of girls ask me, even my friends, like, how do you well, tell us secrets about your hair? And my two secrets are, well, this one that I told you, like coming back and making the spray thing, and getting to wash it 2 days, like one day yes, one day no. Yeah, guys, you
You
might say
preserve the
no, it
oil, you know,
smells.
natural oil.
Yeah, so that makes a really good hair volume, and yeah, that type of oil. What other thing? Drinking lots of water.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm drinking
And
right now.
um, I'm taking also one because we've been speaking lots of. Thank you, thank you. It was good reminding us of the water. And what else? In the face, on the face, don't believe, I don't have like special creams really, but yes, what I try to do is on whenever comes the night, I remove my makeup if I have makeup and use cold water to wash my head, my head. Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe I don't have as many rituals as other girls, because I know I have friends that they have special creams, that they have special things to do on the day. Really, those are my three tips that I do, like the hair thing, the cold water for the face, and drinking water. Maybe those are the only ones I can tell you, because it's the truth. I might, because in this age I should be doing something with my skin, because we know anytime we will be, the skin will come to another aspect. But those are my tips, beauty tips.
And I think it's also applicable to guys. Like Amir, I have a question. Do you wash your face in cold water?
Cold water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really good. Just warm water.
It's actually good if you wash your face in cold water because it closes the
Oh,
pores.
okay, that's
No,
a good
it's
tip.
really good, you know.
Hey, I do put ice cubes on my
Yeah,
face.
it's good. It's really good for closing the pores and preventing
Yes.
it from getting pimples and preventing from the dirt to enter your skin pores.
Mm, good, good to know.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
that's your
want to.
secret, you know.
They remember you keep a
It is
secret.
advantageous, you know, especially if you live in for example in Japan, because we have winter here. So sometimes you don't want to wash your face in cold water because it's already cold outside. But
Yeah, yeah,
it's a struggle. But it's when it's really cold and cool, it really closes the pores and it prevents from dirt to enter into your skin. And then you know that's the reason why we have the Japanese have really beautiful skin.
yeah. Yeah, that's
And
true. Drew, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
yes,
What age are what is your age? You're a baby face.
Oh my
I was
God.
I was born a year after you.
Wow.
It looks like 17, right?
Yeah. I was like,
30.
he's a teenager, like he's 17 years old, 16. No, you're a baby face. You're a
Thank
baby face.
you. Thank you.
You're a baby.
I'm
And I
30.
was, yeah, you look at like a baby. I was going well, guys, let's
Thank you
continue.
so
There are
much.
more
I
questions.
know there's so many things I really want to talk about, but of course, it's already late there in Mexico. What time is it
Yeah,
now? Like 11?
Uh,
11.
almost 11,
11,
14
yeah.
minutes to
And
11. But
yeah,
well, if we have another question, I'm okay.
Yeah, just
Sarah is sleeping.
maybe last
just
final message to your
a
fans or
message.
something. Yeah. In
To
Spanish is
whom? To
totally
everybody?
okay. Spanish is
Yeah.
also okay because I know
Ah,
you have Spanish.
okay. To
Spanish.
everybody, like a message to
Yes.
everybody. Yeah.
Everybody, yeah. Especially now that we
Okay.
are in the very difficult times with the coronavirus and the people losing jobs. Like any message of hope, I guess.
Of course, I will make it in Spanish then.
Yeah, sure.
Pues agradecerles a Stephen, a Drew Francisco, a Amir, el que me hayan invitado. Me hizo recordar, sin duda, muchas cosas de mis certámenes de belleza. Y bueno, ahora con el coronavirus, ¿qué puedo decir más que nos ha brindado una lección de que la vida se vive desde casa? Nos habíamos perdido por mucho tiempo el valor de la familia, el valor del tiempo, el valor de lo especial. Entonces, mi mensaje es en el sentido de que, pues realmente, por más que sea difícil el confinamiento, el estar en nuestras casas, que lo busquemos como una reflexión en qué podemos hacer mejor cuando esto termine o cuando tengamos esta nueva normalidad. Agradecerle a todos los que están aquí el que hayan a una servidora acompañada en todos los concursos de belleza, desde Nuestra Belleza Nuevo León, Nuestra Belleza México, Miss Mundo, Miss Internacional, el que hayan seguido mis pasos. Gracias por sus buenos deseos, por sus buenas vibras. Se les quiere mucho. Y bueno, el ser reina de belleza, yo he dicho, es para siempre, porque cada que hay un concurso, de hecho, en Miss Internacional, lo veo, estoy como muy atenta a los certámenes en general. Cada que veo a una chica en el concurso, me pongo en sus zapatos. Y bueno, saludando a todas las reinas de belleza, les mando un fuerte abrazo. Espero que cumplan sus sueños, que vivan en su persona, que sean ellas mismas. And well, I return to English. Thanking you guys, thanking you, because this type of interviews make us remember things, make us remember experience, not things, experiences, and makes me bring things like these and feeling like it's that night. Thank you for that smiles. I look at your smiles and they look really honest smiles, like you're being really nice guys. And now I would like to make a question for you. May I?
Oh,
I would like
yeah.
to have a
Okay,
question for.
let's end this with a question from Anagabi. Okay.
Of course, I would like to. For example, Stephen, what has beauty pageants and the girls from all over the world teach you?
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah, they have actually taught me that everyone has a dream and we have to respect that dream. And out of that, being from the organization side, I have to say that we also have to work so hard because these women, it's not easy for them to leave their country, to actually leave everything behind, go to the pageant, stay there for 3 weeks. I'm sorry, for 3 weeks, and treat them negatively. You know, you really have to treat them with respect the value of their dreams. So that is one thing that they really teach me, that each one is unique, each one has different struggle, each one has different challenges that they face, but still they manage to come to Japan or they manage to come to a certain country to be part of a beauty pageant and believing that they will actually do or make their country or their family proud. So to respect that is something that actually humbles me, and it's a very liberating experience, and it's a very humbling experience, and it makes me feel that my job is worth doing. That is something that I learned every year, every time we have the beauty pageant.
Well, Stephen, I believe that you've been making things really good on the organization.
You.
I don't have the opportunity to meet you in person, but
It is
still
okay.
I feel that we are close because of that special thing you have with us, that you really want us to grow, all of us,
Yeah.
even the ones that don't win. And that's a good thing, like to treat like not treat, that's in Spanish, to make special every single person, every single girl that goes to the beauty pageant. So congratulations for that. You're special, you're unique.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
And now, babyface. No, Drew Francisco. I would like to know, what do you like about beauty pageants?
Oh,
What do you like of them?
well, at first, I just really liked watching competitions. Like when I was a kid, I used to watch reality shows. So when I first saw pageants, I just thought this was just like any other competition. But I want now that I've been involved with covering pageants and all that. What I really like is the spirit of brotherhood or sisterhood, because what what many fans don't know, because most fans they just fight on social media, but what they don't know is that behind all the photos, behind all the videos that they see, are just girls or men who actually share a bond, actually share friendship, and that they don't really come to the competition just to compete. They come to the competition because they want to share their countries, they want to share what they know, they want to share themselves to other people, and they want to bring with them friendships, because at the end of the day, there's only one winner, but you bring home a lot of friends from all over the world, and that's what I really like about that.
Thank you, Drew. And now, Anir, I would like to know, what could you change in beauty pageants?
Well, actually, Drew and Stephen already know that I am more into sorry, male pageant. But generally, for pageants, what I really like about is meeting new people and understanding different culture from different countries. That's what I really like the most, because somehow we have a band together. So I have to learn a lot of different cultures. I have even in the language, different languages from different girls, and of course, these girls are an inspiration for others. So that's what I love most about in the pageant. So people
Mm,
basically just see the beauty, the girls, but what I love most, because these girls are so dedicated, so passionate, hardworking. So that's what I love about the pageants.
What do you want to change? She's asking what do you want to
Oh,
change.
but it's
change.
okay. But
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay that I was listening to him, and I'm like, okay, I would like to
Very,
know that, but I would like also to
wide
know.
answer though. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. For me, it's okay that you answer the question from Babyface. But now I would like to ask you again, what could you change in beauty pageants? Maybe I wasn't clear in my question. Sorry.
No, actually, I didn't actually hear it right. But one thing
Or
that I
you
would
were
like to
nervous. No, I'm just
change,
kidding. I'm just.
okay, change in beauty pageant. Now you put me in the spot. But this, I think, I think one thing I'd like to change in beauty pageant is some of the girls are really, I mean, not enjoying during the pageant because they are too much, how do you say it? Most of the girls are really like pretentious, maybe.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I don't want to see it to other girls. I want to see the girls enjoying the pageant. You know what I mean? Because some of the
I'm being
girls,
real.
yeah. Because some of the contestants or the candidates are just they are really like somehow they are in the backs. They are like trying to be nice, trying to they're not doing the real thing. So I just want to
Yeah,
see the
that's true.
girls enjoying the pageant at the same time. So that's one thing I'd like to
Yeah.
change because when you join the pageant, it comes out naturally. You know, it should not always be like rehearsed. No, know the thing. It should not be like that case. So I want to see the girls enjoying the pageant most of the time, without any conflict at all. Because I
I
want to see
love.
pageant, not just a beauty pageant, but a pageant with full of gratitude and they're just enjoying everything.
I love your answer. I love it. I love
Thank
it
you.
really because that's really important. And last for the three of us, and you don't have to tell Miss International 2009. You don't have to tell.
Okay.
Who is your favorite queen? Well, from it can be Miss Universe, Miss International, Miss World. Please tell
Mm.
me. Please tell me.
I
Go
can
for
can I
Amir
just
first.
start? Okay.
Okay,
I'm
Amir
sorry.
first.
I really since I
Or
have
well,
since I
tell
entered
me. One is difficult. Give me top three, or
top
well, your three
three.
favorite ones.
Okay, maybe I will start for Miss Universe first. For
Okay,
my Miss
okay.
Universe, because I already had a chance to speak with her. I think I love Pia Wurzbach.
Wow. Yeah, I love her.
For Miss International,
No, no, no. Don't
actually,
tell me. I'm not. I'm
no,
here
no, no.
asking you.
I am also honest because I haven't met anyone from Miss International yet. You know, I have covered Miss Universe, I've covered Miss World, but for Miss International, I've never tried to cover Miss International pageant. So I want to
You
speak
should.
like I just want to speak for those whom I met already. So I'd like Pia from Miss Universe. For Miss World, the only time I covered Miss World was during the time of Megan Young. But I love Vanessa Ponce. I met
Oh,
her in the
she's a
Philippines.
real. She's real.
Yeah, she's surreal. She's a very, bubbly. She has a bubbly personality. I think that's the only two I could remember. Pia and Vanessa.
Okay. Now
Stephen,
you drew.
me.
Chris.
Okay, I'll give one for each of the five pageants that we cover. So first, Miss Supranational, my favorite is Mutia from Philippines. Because
Okay.
when she won, she was very young like you, but she beat the odds and won the first crown of Philippines Miss Supranational. And then for Miss Earth, my favorite is Catherine Espin from Ecuador. Because she was able to change the perception about Miss Earth during her year. And then for Miss World, my favorite is Vanessa Ponce. Like when I met her in person, she was so real. She had she wasn't like the queen because she was doing just stuff for the organization. She was like a staff during that year, and that's what I appreciated about her. Just she was not a diva. And then for Miss Universe, it's a given. It's Pia Wurtzman. Because when we talked to her the other
Is
time, she was
Universe
just so
who? I
real.
didn't listen.
Pia Wurtzman from 2015 from Philippines.
Ah, okay.
And
Yes.
for Miss International, aside
She
from
was also so real, no? Pia was also
yeah,
so real.
and for Miss International, Stephen knows this already. And I always say this. My favorite was Alejandra.
Alejandro.
Oh, yes. She's really sweet. Sweet, sweet,
Yeah.
sweet.
Um,
Thank you for sharing. Now you go, Stephanie.
my case, for example, I have to be very honest. Okay, I am not going to include girls that I have met in person and whom I have talked with or have worked with because that's totally, totally unfair, right? So I have to start with the Miss Universe. Okay, for me, I have two basically. One is sentimental. First is from the Philippines, our first Miss Universe, Gloria Diaz, because we have the same family name. And when I was growing up, my parents was
Okay.
always so proud about the fact that our family name is Diaz. And the Gloria Diaz was the first Filipino Miss Universe. The second one, and this one, I have to say, she's my favorite because I was really rooting for her and I really love her victory. I really like the way she won. And that was the 1997 winner, Brooke Lee from the USA. She's Hawaiian. And
Okay.
I liked the way she won because it was really about her natural personality and like everything about her victory was good. I watched it on TV and I was so happy. I was so elated when she won. For Miss World, my favorite was 1998 winner Lenore Abargil from Israel. I remember it very well because that was Sunday when it was shown in the Philippines. I was supposed to go to church. But I skipped it because I was like, oh my goodness, Israel is in the top 10. And I really love Israel. And then it's like, oh my goodness. And then she was still there and she won. And that was really very special, And Israel is one of my favorite countries. I've been there twice. So she's my favorite. And for Miss International, that's why I'm not going to mention those that I have worked with and who I have met in person. But for me, my favorite would be The winner in 1970. She's also from the Philippines. And why I like her because she's also from my hometown. And my hometown is a very small hometown. You know, we don't have that much celebrities coming there. But she is,
Wow.
her name's Aurora Piwan. And yeah, it's very sentimental for me as well. So like, I'm a very old pageant fan, but.
Yes, I love that because it seems that you've been long time ago, like really close to the beauty pageants. That's nice.
Yeah, and also I have
Speaks
one
for
from
his
the
age.
1990s, 1996 from Portugal. She's really beautiful. Because I was watching this on TV and I remember
Just kidding.
one.
Just kidding.
Yeah, that was before you were born, you know.
Just kidding.
I'm so old.
Oh, guys.
Anyway, we have to wrap up. I have a basketball game in a couple of hours.
Yeah, but
Like,
before I end, the live interview, I just want to say hi to my Mighty the Series families. I don't know if you know this, guys, but I'm working right now with the BL series right now with Mighty family. I hope you have to watch the Mighty the Series soon with Direct Sean Lim and Carlo Morris Galang, and also with Aki and Miko for the lead cast. You can also follow Oxen Films and for the update of the Mighty the Series videos. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Anna, Gabby, for your time. Thank you for answering my private message and for joining
Thank you, Anna. I wish I had that kind of beauty, even in getting older.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. It was a really good night spending it with you, and you make me bring lots of experiences and memories.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this, not only for me but for all the girls.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. They will.
I'm excited. I'm so excited to see your daughter in joining pageant.
Yeah, it must be very beautiful.
Let's see what happens in 17 years from now on. And well, thank you guys.
Muchas gracias. Viva Mexico.
Thank you, Anna.
Besos,
We
viva.
love you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.